I say hello. Hello, hello. Therrybot is here, and I have fresh Coke today. It's like this Star Wars brand. I don't even know who this character is, but she's a lady with a very, I don't know, she kind of has like a Wizard of Oz type style. You know, like I would assume that she was from Wizard of Oz. Hello, Stabby. Welcome in. How are you? Did you sleep well today? And hello, Snuggy. I just saw my sub to you expired. I'm gonna have to redeem, what is it called? Resubscribe? And hi, Kirby and Abby. Welcome in. So the homestead update is pretty cute. I don't like that every now and then you have like an invasion. I think that's actually over. It doesn't look like there's an invasion now. But I don't know. I just don't like it. Because they take over part of your homestead for a bit. And I just find it annoying. But I'm doing amazing. How are you? I'm just going around and collecting everything. My homestead is pretty like, you know, new. I don't really like go too hard on it. So should we do a little bit of gacha? Should we go ahead and finish the aspiring minstrel quest? I feel like we should do the aspiring, what is it called? Let me go back to the world. I do like the homestead feature. I think it is cute. I think I would just like them to add a map for when the invasions happen so that if you visit one of your friends, that you can quickly see where the invasion is. And I'm doing amazing! I'm well. What did you think of the trailer I shared? Oh, it was nice. I liked it. It was definitely higher quality than I thought it would be, to be honest. Oh, and for your life, if you wanna get out alive. Oh. Yep, let's go over here to Aspiring Minstrel. Alright. What can I do for you? What can I do for you? I can't hear you. What can I do for the three of you? Madam, sorry for bothering you. We're minstrels, and we're working on a poem to honor Captain Indris. It's too early to call ourselves that. Hey, it's just a matter of time, right? And don't say that in front of other people. Madam, is it true that Captain Indris lived here when he was young? Did anything happen during that time? Indris. He was a diligent and stubborn child. When he was young, I can't believe he has become a great man he is today. Oops, I messed that up. I remember he was already bright and strong back then. Go further down the road and you'll meet a guy named Venlo. He's about the same age as Indris. Their families were close when they were young. No one knows more about Indris' childhood than him. Blue Protocol Protocol Star Resonance. That's very fancy. What is it about? Like, what are the selling features? Is it going to be like a gacha type style? Or is it going to be more like Mabby create your own character kind of style? Because I'll be honest, I'm pretty picky. If I can't make my own character, it's a huge downside. It's amazing looking. Wow. Alright, we'll go look for him. Thanks for the information. Oh, wait a second. I just remembered that Venlo's been gone days trying to look for food. Could he be in danger? But then again, what could have gone wrong on a trip like that? And hello, Wilden! When the commoners look for food, they don't go to the shopping street. Places with food. I think I know where he might be. Follow me and watch yourselves. I had no idea people still had to risk their lives for food these days. Looks like we have a lot to do. How are you? And is that cookie for me? Well, thank you. They don't make MMOs like Mabby or Ragnarok anymore. That's a real bummer. To be honest, I'm a little bit... So I love gacha games, don't get me wrong. But there's too many gacha style games out there. Like, we have like 500 Genshin Impacts, we have 500 Honkai Star Rails. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of like gacha. And I love gacha. I love some elements of gacha. I don't think it's a problem. I just want more freedom with who I am and who I play, you know, personally. So I definitely do think that it's fine if you want to make a gacha game and even have like a Genshin style kind of game. It's just I personally want something new right now. You might have noticed in the original movie, Nelly Crone voiced Diesel. However, in the director's cut, the voice of King K. Rool. Wow, King R. Cool. From the Canadian Donkey Kong TV series, voices Diesel. That's really cool. I didn't know that. Very true. I like fashion. Same. I would love to see more like Soul Calibur. You know how like they had the Creative Soul? You know, like characters that you can definitely get attached to, like Keelik, for example. And then characters that you can make. That would be fire. Like, I think when somebody said, oh, you can make your own Genshin character, I was like, oh my gosh, if that's true, that's pretty fire. But I think it ended up being fake, so. Thanks for saving my life. Are you Venlo? How did you find out about me? Am I famous in South Foreign or something? In fact, I like how Mabby does gacha. You know, you make your own character and the gacha are like the outfits and stuff along with it. And I also like how they do like gacha in Ragnarok. They don't really do gacha too much, but there is the rolly thing that some servers have, like the, what is it called, like vending machine? And like gachapon, like literally like that. And then they do have like the donation point stuff. I hate that started on everyone on a boring style of user interface. It's because it did so well. I think what I want to see more is I want to see like devs breaking innovation, you know, like show me something groundbreaking. Don't just play it safe. Don't just do everything that everybody's already doing. Like, that's fine if you have a vision. I won't ever tell an artist what to do, but I feel like I really want to see something new. Personally. I enjoy how like Love and Deep Space does gacha, although I do wish it was more generous. I do feel like they're really expensive over on Love and Deep Space, but I like the style of it because you make your own character and then you also like dress them up how you like and stuff like that. So, and then there's also the gacha for the actual cards, which I'm fine with too. I just wish it was cheaper. How did you find out about me? Am I famous in South Foreign or something? So you are Venlo. Why didn't you bring any weapons with you for a hunt? I'm not that great and powerful, Indris. You know, I'm just a normal commoner. I was just gathering some fuzzy mushrooms and catching some fish. Never thought I'd run into mushroom sprites. If I hadn't run fast enough, I'd have been eaten already. Where's your haul? It's a sad story. I lost some and ate them while running. Now I have to start all over again. Zara, we've got to help him out. I didn't realize mushroom picking could be a life-threatening activity. Is this what Captain Indris's life was like in his youth, or is this what most commoners go through on a daily basis? Yeah, so Blue Protocol will have character customization from hair to cosmetics. 8. They said it's pretty in-depth as well. I also like how Dungeon Fighter does things where they have like a mixture of like characters. So definitely you start off as like one of the base characters, like mage, female, and then you can definitely like customize them a lot, and I really like that. I think that's really fun to give your mage a different look, and they can look drastically different. I'm afraid it's the latter. We should get a taste of experience. I believe it could help with your writing. Let's do it. We'll start by picking what? We'll start by picking the fuzzy mushrooms, then fishing. Drink water? LOL, where's my phone? Please don't come out of the charger. Please don't come out of the charger. Okay, perfect. My phone is pretty, like, abysmal. Well, not my phone, it's the wall outlet, because it's there and it's fine. It's just, if I pull too hard on my phone while it's in the wall, then the wall charger, like the transformer, comes out. And it's so aggravating. I wish there was a little bit more grip. Let me go ahead and drink something. Drink some. I only have Coke right now. I'm sorry. I don't have water, but thank you. Yes, 100%. Send it. The best character creator outside Black Desert's mode is realistic style Phantasy Star Online. I saw that. I played Phantasy Star Online. My problem with Phantasy Star Online 2 NGS, I've played it, is that there's not really much interesting. So if I asked you about the story, and you know me, I love story. And I cannot tell you the story of Phantasy Star Online, New Genesis, whatever. New Genesis Star? Whoa, it's been forever since I've been here, but how are you? I'm doing amazing. How are you? I think, like, the overall plot of Phantasy Star is that you're a person, you're some sort of entity that crashed onto some city, and then they're like, oh my gosh, who are you? Are you a doll? And then you find out dolls are, like, these robots that are, like, going to destroy the world or something. And then, that's it. And then it's, like, pretty, but it's uninteresting. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the donut. I appreciate it. Kurumi. Kurumi. We're talking about the character creator. Fair. Honestly, I do think I remember the character creator being cute. I think I remembered making quite a bit of interesting and different, unique styles. So I'm all for it. Same with, like, Dragon Raja. I played Dragon Raja for a while as well. And I also like the character creator on there. But then it's just pretty. Like, Phantasy Star Online was pretty. It was definitely pretty. The graphics are up there. But the story was like... it just had me like, I've never wanted to click through a game. Like, I'm just saying, like... like, it was a wild experience. And I'm glad you're doing good, Cookie. The story's gotten better-ish. What is it about now? Character ideas. Snake with upper body of a dragon. Interesting. Scorpion with the upper body of a mouse. And spider with the body of a kitty. Spider with the body of a kitty. That's unique. Oh, that's so funny. Fishing too? Are you sure about this? After all, you've been stuck here for days. You need to eat. I really appreciate it. Well, I'll just wait for you here then. I actually really like this guy's design. I think he's really cute. Venlo? Find food. Here's the spot. Let's pick some more so Venlo can store some. We're supposed to dance here? Right. Let me see. Because we're supposed to get something from dancing here, right? Let's just do waltz. I guess we can't do waltz by ourselves. Let's do war dance, I guess? Let's do this waltz. Let's do every single one we can. Oh. Bethlyn cherished the warmth of the crowd and trembled at the thought of being alone. Before time could erase from memory, Caden found his way to her side. Bethlyn. It's time for you and Caden to be together again. Now in the quiet of the night, you'll never be alone. What is that? Oh, it's a title, right? Let me check over here. I'm gonna do what you do. Ready? Do what I do? What do you mean? Oh, lurk! Hey! Yeah, that's my thing. We already got in harpies, but something with rabbit ears? In what game? Which harpy? As in Yu-Gi-Oh? Oh, loving lover. That's crazy. So I still like loving soul. I feel like that goes well. I feel like I should change my title and outfit every map. Gain some fuzzy mushrooms. Oh, is it? Oh no, it's already done. This should be enough. Let's go fishing. So I dance the dance. I'll never had a chance. So this is the river where the fish of the royal city come from. Alright, everyone. Time to catch some starfish. I didn't really realize what she said. You know, I don't normally like fishing, but it's been a while since we did fishing, so I'm actually okay with it right now. E? No, what's F? Ah! Yeah, I skipped almost every single cutscene. It's kind of spoilers, but now... Let me finish this, and then I'll finish reading that. Hold on, I like how it's shaking. But now we're finding out the dolls were like a simulation to train arcs for when the real dark phase come to devour the arcs. Interesting. And when I say interesting, I only mean kind of. I had no idea fishing was so tough. From now on, I'll cherish my food even more. I'm glad you've come to that realization. Now let's hand everything over to Venlo. Harpy in any media, but substitute the human half with another humanoid idea. Ooh, interesting. Like half elf and half harpy. Where have you buried all your children? Tell me so I say. Venlo, did you rest well? We picked some harmless fuzzy mushrooms for you. Are they enough? This is far too generous. I haven't even thanked you properly for saving my life. Let me break it up and check. Yep, these are the harmless ones. By the way, they taste better with their caps open. Hey, are you worried we can't tell poisonous mushrooms from normal ones? Don't worry, Venlo. She has a keen eye for ingredients and knows how to prepare them to perfection. I'm flattered. They did most of the work. Compliment accepted. Look, we've caught some starlit fish for you as well. They're super fresh. Wow, you're too kind. By the way, I haven't had the chance to ask you all, but what exactly brought you here? Actually, I'm a minstrel, and I'm composing a poem in honor of Captain Indris. You've come to the right person. I don't know much about his story after he left the road and rose to greatness. But we've been friends for over a decade, and I know plenty about his younger days. How about we continue at my place? It's almost mealtime anyway. Let me prepare a meal for you using the ingredients you gathered. Let's talk as we eat. Feel free to ask me anything. This is my first time gathering ingredients for a meal. I can't wait to taste it. Moonlit lift shaft. Back at his place, Venlo settles us in before working his magic with the ingredients we gathered, turning them into a feast that filled the room with incredible aromas. Wow, this mushroom soup is amazing! I love the refreshing flavor. It was our favorite dish when we were little. What we're having now is a more luxurious version. Back then, we'd put in just a few fuzzy mushrooms into the soup since they can be poisonous. I played that for the gameplay, not the story, but then they ruined my motivation to play. Oh no! They practically stopped making cast parts, which my character's race is. Ooh, that's rough. I'm sorry to hear that. And I assume they update everybody else except for that one. Did you have to just gather food in the wild often when you were kids? We did. There were other orphans with us, but we were the ones leading the group. To be honest, I was just riding on Indris's coattails. That guy's been sharp and strong since little. He always came back with a good haul, and he even picked up the hunting in a short time. So Indris basically learned archery and built up his endurance in the wilderness. That's pretty impressive. Well, the rest of us didn't sit around either. Everyone would bring all the food to my place, and I'd prepare a meal for them. I love that. I love that. Only the female characters get anything as per usual. That is rough. Like, yeah, I get it. I get why they do that, like, as like a marketing thing. I get why they do that. But it still sucks. I'm a pretty good cook. We didn't always have food on the table, so I had to make do with whatever we had. Any other interesting stories from Captain Indris's childhood, Venlo? Oh yeah, there was this one time he rescued 2 of our companions from a Sind one. He lured the beast out into the wild and returned a couple days later. That's crazy. He handled that all on his own? Sounds similar to what you went through this time. It was way more dangerous back then. My beautiful lady. Dang. He just like hit him. That was smooth. We were just kids, you know? Indris was battered when he came back. Guess it was pretty much his limit. If guards hadn't stepped in, he might not have made it back. Fortunately, he wasn't hurt by the Thin One. He was just weak from the malnourishment. We all cried and hugged him, but they ended up comforting us instead. Thanks to his experience, I've learned how to handle all sorts of monsters and pulled off several narrow escapes myself. Everyone enjoys a simple but delicious meal, laughing between bites as Venlo rambles on about his childhood adventures of Indris. His stories paint vivid pictures of days long past. I appreciate you, Dime. Delicious. I can almost picture what Captain Indris' childhood was like. I got hiccups. Wait, I just got an idea. My creative juices are flowing. I figured out what to write for the first verse. Captain Indris' childhood. He was an orphan with no one to rely on, but he had a sharp mind and quick feet. Well, he did have people to rely on, though, his friends. He taught himself archery to bring down beasts, and his agility helped him escape from danger. That doesn't quite capture it. I was so excited when I heard about his courageous deeds. But when I write it, it feels a bit flat. Should I switch to another angle? How about friendship? How about his leadership? I'm gonna say friendship, because he was just not alone. Yeah, that's it! Captain Indris' highly valued friendship. And he was always there for his companions. He was a brave, gentle, responsible child with excellent leadership skills. His talents are impressive, but it's his character that truly makes his story compelling. The daily lives of the orphans and the food he loves can add even more depth to the story. Are you sure you can fit everything in? Can't you see? These details are what bring the story to life. Alright, it's your poem. I'll stay out of it. Octavia scribbles furiously, her pen flying across the pages as she finishes the first verse of her poem without hesitation. First verse. The hero's youth is done. Just one verse? That's a really long verse if she was scribbling away. The poem can't be about Captain Indris' youth, right? The second verse will highlight the turning point in his life and the beginning of his legend. Given the Salforan guards were once reserved for nobles, it's incredible how Captain Indris earned his place as a commoner. We need to learn more about this chapter of his life. Let's go! Wait, I think we should start by asking Vera. Me? Alright, I guess I do know a thing or two. How did Indris become a guard? I remember quite well that when His Highness Ravion, no, Imperator Ravion held his ground and allowed a commoner to join the guard. That wasn't the first unconventional idea he put forth. So many didn't take him seriously. The High Priestess, Valera, set especially harsh conditions for Indris, all to prove that commoners were inferior and unworthy. She wasn't deliberately making things difficult for Indris, but she couldn't just ignore it either. So even Imperator Ravion had to be serious for once. Are you saying that the trial Captain Indris faced was tougher and more demanding than anything before? Yeah, you could say that. He was the only one who passed. Both Valera and Fedor reviewed the results of his trial and follow-up assessments, and neither could find a single flaw. Because of his strong precedent, the subsequent trials became less rigorous. Eventually, the nobles saw the benefit of having commoners do the hard work, and joining the guards became much easier. That's why I was able to join, it's all thanks to Indris. For us guards, anyone who passes Indris' test is someone we can trust. Zara, what was the trial like? Do you think I could try it? You may fail, but Magister should have no trouble passing. Magister, could you go with Octavia? She doesn't stand a chance on her own. Alright, leave it to me. Hey, don't underestimate me, Zara. Anyway, I'm doing it for the experience. With her helping me, it'll be no problem. I'm glad you aren't trying to act tough. Listen, the trial consists of several rounds. Let's go through them one by one. We need some guards to assist us with the first round. You know, reading one by one? Good afternoon. Come, let's head to Linares altar. You can spar with my colleagues on duty. Seeing the words one by one remind me of the Cats Don't Dance movie, and he gathered all the animals 2 by 2 on the little boat on the sea. I didn't get where I am today by letting myself get pushed around. What challenge, Wilden? And good afternoon, good afternoon. No man or beast or kitty cat or doggy is going to drag me down. The first round is a combat trial. You can either go barehanded or bring a weapon, whichever you prefer. What Captain Ninjas faced was a survival showdown against the most elite warriors selected by Emperor Ravion himself. How could a rookie handle that? It's way too harsh. Well, it's called the harshest trial in history for a reason. Back then, the battle was ruthless, so there were already many casualties in the first round. Dang. Things are different now. Of course, we can do a simulation to let you experience the intensity. Great, I'll do my best. And observe. La da 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 da.
Wisdom.
Phew, just watching the swords clash is terrifying enough. It's been so long since I saw Casto dance, I don't even remember it at all. I remember quite a bit of it, but not too much, to be honest. It was kind of like one of those fever dream movies. Like, you know, like, it was good, but you're like, what did I watch? And then you talk about it and nobody else knows what you're talking about, and you're like, no, but it really did exist. It's like right up there with Oliver and Company. Like, how many people actually know Oliver and Company? And then like Black Cauldron or something. Like, definitely there is a crowd, there is a cult following, but like a lot of people, your average person is like, what? Princess Longway? Who? Big hand loud, big hand loud, gonna make your mama proud, make it big hand loud. Mind you, this was just the first round, and people could die in it. We can only imagine how dangerous the real thing was. Oh, what does that say? Hold on. I have to like use Google Lens to actually see what it is, because I'm curious. More than that. So this says more than that. It's totally different. I'm not gonna say that because, you know, like, I don't know what it's like or what it was. I'm gonna say it's more than that. Indeed, for Indris and the other participants back then, this round was beyond just a battle. What about the participants back then? Many of them had never touched a sword before. That's crazy. Much less sparred with seasoned warriors. The so-called judges were either nobles or senior generals chosen by Theodore, and they all considered the Emperor's proposal to be humiliating. They were merciless to the participants, even going as far as taunting them. So brutal. When Indris made it through, everyone was shocked. Alright, let's move on to the next round. In case you're wondering, there were no breaks between rounds back then. The participants only had time to bandage their wounds quickly before the next round started. A so-called test of physical endurance and agility. Give me back my son! I can't believe Felly died. Why? This special medicine was crafted by dwarves. Let me summon it first. You'd better not take it lightly. Ooh, the lighting changed. I like that. I even like the Aurora Borealis kind of thing going on. Do you have any other clothing or hairstyles for your avatar, and can you show them? I don't actually have any clothing. I do have some completely different models, and I do have like some toggles. So I could show off some. So I have, let's see. I have this model, which was made by Hugs. Oh, is it not loading? Maybe that one kind of glitched. I'll try a different one. Just make sure. Let's try model 2. Is that working? Okay, so that one did work. So this was one alternate. Then I have... like this Santa hat. And then I have... I do have a live 2D model as well, but I'm not going to load that right now. I have Rudolph. So let me actually take off this hat so that you can see how Rudolph looks. I remember Daddy told me fairy tales can come true. You gotta make them happen. It all depends on you. So I work real hard each and every day. Good things are sure to come your way. Just doing what I do. Look out, boys, I'm coming through. And I'm almost there. Almost there. People down here think I'm crazy, but I don't care. The servants have become outright rude. Be careful and don't take it too far. Collect buffs and defeat the boss. Okay. Okay. Doesn't look too crazy. Oh! I kind of get this. Hold on. Just doing what I do. Look out, boys, I'm coming through. And I'm almost there. Easy. Ow, ouch, my knee. Consider that a lesson. Being a minstrel involves a lot of walking, you know. Just wear more practical clothes next time. You might be fine in the city, but in rougher places, you'll end up tripping all the time. I certainly know better now. You won't catch me wearing anything with hems or lace again. This round was tough as well. It sure is. Nobles had at least an 80% chance of passing if they were well prepared. But for someone who barely made it through the first round, these traps were nothing short. Luckily, Imperator Ravion insisted on making the traps less deadly. No one would be killed if they messed up. And hello, cool kid! Welcome back! He also assigned a priest to be on standby for healing and treatment. As a result, there were far fewer casualties and injuries. So, you mean there were still casualties? How harsh. It was inevitable given the political influences behind the scenes. But I can tell that the Imperator already did his best. Love this golem part of the round. Oh, love this part of the round. That golem. I actually enjoyed it too. I like when they do like different things but aren't... You know what I mean? Like, you know how sometimes, like, I'll use Mabby as the example. sometimes they have like it's a little bit aggravating because they'll make you do things that are not necessarily related to it. Like for example, they'll want you to cook, but they don't give you the materials, so you have to like literally go out and milk a cow for part of it. And I find that so aggravating. But here, they're doing things that are different, but not that like not tedious. You don't have to do a lot of like tedious stuff. That would imply the traps were set to kill at one point. It was, apparently, because they didn't like commoners. Given the political influences behind the scenes, okay. All in all, it was the first chance for the commoners to rise in the social hierarchy. Even if it cost them their lives, they thought it was worth it. This is outrageous! I can't believe South Foreign used to be like this. Imperator Ravion was a reformist. As a reformist was far less aggressive and more open-minded than other nobles. I suppose you got a rough idea of the trial by now. It's time for a break. Find a place to rest. The queen died. Who can I pray to now? That's when I began to say, ooh, I want to do this. I want to sit on the field in South Foreign. That looks so cool. I like it. And thank you so much for the follow. Now I understand why Indris was the only one who passed the trial. In fact, I think the trial was more of a joke directed at Imperator Ravion than a compromise from the other nobles. Huggies! Come here, Hawk. Come here. Still, the Imperator never wavered. I'm not sure if he truly cared about the commoners who perished during the trial, but he undoubtedly achieved his goal, largely thanks to Captain Indris. His reform succeeded at the cost of numerous commoners' lives. The mood turns somber, the silence stretching until Zara finally speaks, her voice cutting through the quiet like a blade. Yeah, at the bare minimum, they should give you the materials or, like, the important ingredient. I agree, Dime. Like, I just... Like, I don't like it when we go too off track from what we were doing. Like, here it was fine. But it bothers me when we have to do something completely different. Like, I don't know. Like, when they want us to do one of the Glennis cooking trial things, in the middle of, like, a generation quest. Like, that's not what I'm here for, okay? Like, just give me... And they don't... It's not a... Like, you have to literally do the trial and not just buy something from the auction house. If it was just do the trial or buy something from the auction house, fine, whatever. It's still not my favorite, but, you know, whatever. It's been a while since I've been here. Did you miss me? Always. So I still think Mabby has a little bit of room for improvement, but I'm not that mad at Mabby. It's just like, it's like a drag sometimes. You know what I mean? You know what? Captain Indris almost punched the Imperator in the face when he first joined the guards. What do you mean? What? How did that happen? Tell us. Wow, gossip really is magic, huh? Your eyes lit up the moment I mentioned it. I'm curious too. You too? Fine, it's not a big deal. Long story short, Imperator Ravion had a bad habit, and he was at it one day. He just can't resist making suggestive remarks. No! When he runs into someone good-looking. Back then, most of the guards were nobles, and they all knew that the Imperator personally. Whenever he said something inappropriate, they just let it slide, even if they were upset. That's not good! Meanwhile, Indris, as the only commoner among the guards, was a complete outsider. He didn't know how to show respect to Imperator Ravion. So one thing led to another, and a fight broke out. Jeez! Imagine... Okay, so she's saying Imperator Ravion, but at the time, he would have been prince. You know, like crown prince or regular prince. I would never, in a million years, pick a fight with a ruler. You know what I mean? Like, that stuff is treason. You know what I mean? Like, it's treason. It's... I don't know, like... And then royals are... And hello, Game Boy! And royals are the ones who do the trial. You know what I mean? So, like, you know, like the Queen of Hearts, you know, like even though the king was there, it was the queen who did she was the judge, jury, and executioner, you know? It's not like it is. I simply would not have a fist fight with a royal. I do not care what they say. If anything, I'm going to avoid them. You know what I mean? Like, I would just like let it go, you know? Because it's just not worth it. It's not worth losing my life. And depending on the severity, I could see one of those extra crazy rulers like Emperor Nero, like taking it out on your family too, you know? Like, I simply could not. Like, just avoid the royal, not start a fist fight. Like, that's dumb. Feels like you left out quite a lot of details. Anyway, what happened next? Who won? Indris, of course. I put my money on Ravion. Stalemate? This time stalemate, but just you wait. Clock is ticking, so let's just do it. I'm gonna say stalemate. Yeah, it was. It took a bunch of people to finally break them apart. That's crazy. It caused it reminds me of those videos that I've seen of like people at fast food restaurants. Like literally, like there was one video, I think it was like a Waffle House. Oh my god, the video was crazy. It was like this one guy, he tried to like reach over and grab the cashier's hair or something, and then she got immediately angry, so she like, you know, like ducked out of the way so that he couldn't grab her hair, and then she started picking up plates. She was picking up every plate next to her and started throwing it at him repeatedly like a machine gun, but with plates. She just kept going. It was wild. And honestly, like, valid. Like, she was right for that. Like, don't touch me. But like, jeez. I mean, it depends, but 9 times out of 10 it'll be 100 years dungeon. Yeah, for sure. Oh wait, what? I remember Indris went on his first mission shortly after that brawl. Oh wait, it caused quite a stir at the time, but Emperor Ravion spoke up for Indris, so he was spared from punishment. Thank goodness. And especially here, before Indris had like really proven himself, and they could have just denied him divine due. Like, I really wouldn't have done that, because not only does he have the ability to harm you, there is a precedence for harming commoners. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, it's crazy. I would not. Anyway, let me take you to the mission site. That place had a huge impact on him. I wonder what type of mission affected Indris this much. Follow Zera. Zera sounds like a medicine. Have I said that already? I feel like I might have said that. Like, ask your doctor if Zera is right for you. In the new Tekken 8, they're trying to add a Waffle House stage. Is that true? That's crazy. Is this a grave? Weren't we talking about a mission that affected Indris' whole career? What are we doing here? Hear me out. Hear me out first. Indris' very first mission was to deal with a severely corrupted assail. That was his first time taking a life. Oh no. Emperor Ravion reassured him that the corrupted were no different from beasts, but the idea still didn't sit well with him, did it? After all, he was a commoner who had to fight tooth and nail just to survive. He cherished life so that he could never see it as something to be snuffed out so easily. He understood him, Activia, but not entirely. He had to continue down the blood-stained path until he gained the power to uphold the sanctity of life. That was the price he had to pay. Perhaps this spirit was what Imperator saw in him all along. Ravion wanted him to know that. I can't believe we're getting Ravion. We don't usually get both clan quested to hire as heroes, and I thought Rodrigo was cool, even if not hireable. Oh yeah, for sure. I saw Ravion coming and I was like, yo, this is gonna be great. I actually like Ravion. I like Ravion. In fact, I think a lot of people in South Foreign were actually pretty enjoyable. Except for like Valera. You can look it up if you get a chance. It's hilarious. What? Look up what? Let me look. Oh, Tekken 8. Let me add it. Let me open up a tab so that it's easy. Tekken 8. Waffle House. Let me just look it up now. Because I already searched it, right? This is not real, is it? No! This is so funny. Well, some of these are definitely fake. Some of them are, but it's still funny. Is it just like the background? Because one of these is like inside the Waffle House. This is so funny. This is so goofy. Revian wanted him to know that. The bodies of the corrupted had to be handled separately, and commoners were simply cremated. The commoner on his first mission should have been cremated as well, but the Imperator got him a grave at Indris's request. Indris would occasionally come back to visit this grave. He said it was to mourn, but I suppose he was trying to seek repentance. They're trying to get a collaboration with them. I hope it happens. Same, I agree. I think that would be so funny. Make sure to visit the grave after completing the side quest for another title. Ooh, nice! We should all take a moment to mourn for this poor unfortunate soul, too. I'm just glad things have now taken a turn for the better, as we found a way to purify the sinned ones. Those unaffected are free to venture to the surface and enjoy the warmth of the sun. I'll be back. See you soon. Tragedies like this will never happen again. Everyone, I think I figured out the second verse for my poem. Honestly, I assumed the rest of Indris's life would unfold into yet another thrilling hero story at first. Of course, it's important to highlight how he passed the guard trial with such finesse. However, we mustn't leave out the harshness of the world he had to navigate as well. I wouldn't want my poem to give the impression that Indris is just another warrior glorified by the nobles. The value of life, the beginning of his career. Exactly. The value of life meant nothing as the people only cared about money. That's how cold and ruthless the world was back then. Back then, that was like last week. Her brow furrowed into concentration. Octavia carefully composes the second verse, selecting every word with precision. When she says second verse, I pop in while I do my dishes. Ayy! As if you have a good time. When she says second verse, does she mean like literally? Like, does she mean like line by line she only wrote 2 verses? Or did she write the entire 4 lines that make up verse 1? You know what I mean? And then the 4 lines that make verse 2. Second verse. The rising star. Alright, that's done. What should I write for the next verse? Well, typically, songs don't really have 3 verses. Not usually. It's usually verse 1, the chorus, verse 2, the bridge. I guess you could do verse 3. Then, like, the chorus. What? I thought 2 verses were all you needed. Yeah, I thought that too, Sarah. They were just the opening. The most moving part is yet to come. She's trying to write, like, 5 movements over here. She's about to be the next Vivaldi. I have to keep going. Let's dive into his life as a guard as well. Who should we turn to this time? The person is right in front of you. Zara, obviously. Great minds think alike. Not me again, please. As a kid, Indris already stood out. And as a young man, he proved himself a cut above the rest. Isn't that enough to make him a legend? That's far from enough. Besides, I already know what to write for the next verse. She's over here writing a musical, exactly! Like, she does not need this much. For a single song, you really only need 2 verses. And then, like, a chorus, and then maybe a bridge if you want to. Not every song has a bridge, though, but some do. It'll be more about how Indris found his footing among the guards and went on to make his own mark. Can't say I know much about the part of his life. We're colleagues, but we mostly kept to our own business. I'm afraid only Emperor Ravion can help you. You want me to take you to him, don't you? Oh, come on. Just say you'll help out this one, Sarah. I have no idea where to find the Emperor. And even if I did, he might not even see me. And Magister, you know the Emperor quite well, don't you? Could you be a gem and put a good word for me? I'll see what I can do. Get Sarah to help you. I'm gonna say I'll see what I can do. So whenever I see Imperator, I'm actually just gonna say Rapion because that word is hard to pronounce for me. Like I don't know. It's confusing me. Yay! Thanks a million. I'll make sure to give you a special acknowledgement at the end of the poem. Ah, fine. But don't think sweet talking me will work every time. You want to meet you want to meet Ravion right now? I'll take you to him. Going to meet Ravion. I feel a bit nervous now. And I'm doing fantastic. How are you, Cola? Feel free to respond after your dishes are done, though. Oh my. Vera and the Magister. To what do I owe the honor of this visit? And who's this lovely young lady? If I'm not mistaken, we've met before at a ball. Your name is... Octavia Ravion. I bend my family name, so please, just call me by my first name. Interesting. So Octavia. Octavia still reminds me of the drink. I see you require the help of these two kind individuals. There must be something you need from me. How did you know? I brought along Zara and the Magister to aid me. Octavia. Ravion's a cunning old fox. He's not that old. He looks very young, actually. He can read you like an open book, so just speak your mind. Activia? Is that what it is? Is it the yogurt, Activia? Perhaps. Lurking for a bit? Thank you, Level. It always makes me happy to see you. My dear Zara. We all know that you're no longer my subordinate. But was that insult really necessary? That's crazy. A cunning old fox, right? That's the insult? Or are you just jealous of all the attention I'm giving to this adorable little girl? That's crazy. You know, I know he meant this as a compliment, adorable little girl, but I think I would be very angry if somebody called me a little girl. Like, I don't know, that like makes me upset. It's like a backhanded compliment, you know, like... You could just call me adorable. I can understand why I just punched him. It's kind of creepy, more like. Is it? I don't really find him creepy. I just find it like, why are you talking to me like that? Like, I'm not a kid. That's how you refer to a child. If you really want to know, I'm actually worried about Octavia. After all, your reputation with girls isn't exactly stellar. That's crazy. Tell him about Octavia's poem. I remember this interview was... I thought this interview was about me, but it turns out it was about Indris. That's kind of sad. He's like, I thought I was the star of the show. Ravion, I really need your input. Vera says no one knows more about Indris's past experiences than you. I can't say I'm happy to help you. Just put yourself in my shoes. A pretty girl comes to you but asks you about another guy. How would you feel? That's kind of funny. But still. You're hurting my heart, my dear. I can definitely understand why he got punched. I like Ravion. It's just like, bro. She said no. Worse still, the guy was the very one who put me in this sorry state, and he was once my friend. That's crazy. Ugh, my apologies for not considering your feelings. My mistake. So for my assistance, it will cost you. Nah, man. It'll cost you a knuckle sandwich. As Zara mentioned, I'm the only one who knows about Indris's past, which means my information is exclusive. It's definitely weird. Yeah, I agree with you, Dime. Adorable little girl. For newborns and like up to age 5. You know, maybe like 7. 7 is the tops. Even 10 is kind of weird to say adorable little girl. Like, it's a little bit, like, either that or you're a grandpa. Like, grandpa. You know, if a grandpa calls you sweetheart, it's not really like that. You know what I mean? Exclusive information is always expensive. And since I hate Indris, there will be a I don't like him charge on top. Nah, man, you like Indris. Stop tripping. That's shrewd of you. I don't like him charge. That's probably the most elegant way I've ever heard of describing betrayal. Do you have a figure in mind? I'm afraid I'm not as well off as I was before. How about helping me with some fine wine? You can't be short of wine, right? If I said yes, would you shed tears of sympathy for me and give me a kiss? That's crazy. Ravion is laying it thick. He was not like this in the main story. Like, he was not. He was way more charming in the main story. Now he's kind of irritating me. I take back my question. How cold? Alright, for the wine, some ingredients need to be added right to bring out its full flavor. Hope you don't mind running around a few errands for me. Am I actually running though? Like, I don't want to run. You're so lazy. As long as we don't need to pay. Minky, welcome in. Yeah, he's playing the Rizzler, like literally. I don't know what happened between the main story and here, but he's already acting kind of sus. You can't be so stingy when asking for help. Anyway, I've already given the vendors a heads up. What do you mean? If you were already over there to give them the heads up, why not just get the ingredient? You know what I mean? That's like if I drove over to my local grocery store and I said, hey, there's someone gonna come in for a bag of flour, some eggs, and some milk. Here's the money for those ingredients. They'll be here in like an hour. And then leave. Like, why would you do that? You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of strange. Like, just grab it while you're there. Get dark spring water from Vernon and crystal salt from Sharoa. Then meet me at the tavern. That'll be enough. This was his character from the get-go. He kind of shelved it because, you know, regicide and all that. Fair. That was before Return to Moonlight. What happened to Return to Moonlight? Was that the very last story? Or before his mom got murdered? Because, yeah, I kind of get it. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, we did kind of murder his mom. It's pretty severe, but yeah. Off you go. You'll get to savor my wine later, and we'll have a good chat then. Ravion's special drink, Nocturnal Whisper. The purified dark spring water captures the elegance of the night, while the crystal salt not only adds a refreshing touch, but also shimmers like twinkling stars. Now pour in the secret base brew and blend it with finesse. Voila, it's done. Go ahead and admire its mesmerizing... Voila, it's done. Go ahead and admire its mesmerizing beauty in the dark. Give the glass a gentle swirl, and the shimmer within will captivate you long before the first sip ever touches your lips. The mellow sweetness and refreshing touch will leave you wanting more. But don't let the pleasant flavor fool you. It will knock you out before you even realize it. If anything, it's funny he's back to being... I can't wait to dish out some dirt on it while relaxing with a glass of wine. Honestly, that's kind of funny. Let's see what we got here. After the queen is defeated, before the lift of the curse. I see. It's pink. It's pink, the dragon hair. purple is regular hair, right? Because I was like, his hair is looking like a different shade. Are you looking for something? You must be Vernon. Ravion sent us here to collect some dark spring water. I see, but I'm afraid the spring water isn't ready yet. Why not? Actually, it's my fault. Dark spring water can be used directly for brewing, but for fine wine, there's an extra step involved. Let's cut to the chase. Just tell us what we need to do. Fair enough. Dark spring water has a dark magic in it, so it needs to be cleansed first to mix better with the other ingredients. The priest I usually work with has been quite busy lately, so this batch of dark spring water hasn't been cleansed. It just so happens that we have an outstanding mage here. Are you up for it? I'll take care of it. I don't know what to say. You're my customers and you shouldn't have to help me with this. Alright, enough with the pleasantries. We're in a rush, so let's get started. Bravo! You did it! Thank you so much for your help. Here's the pure dark spring water. Yes, we'll take it to go. Oops. Shh, I'm doing some organizing here. Oh, are you Sharua? Sorry to bother you, but we're here to pick up some crystal salt. Do you have an order? Ravion sent us here. I see, but my hands are full now, so you'll have to collect it yourselves. Isn't that crazy? Like, you know what I mean? Like, isn't it crazy that we are a paying customer and yet she will tell us to do it ourselves? Like, I don't know, that just feels like bad business, right? What you need is in the purple bag. Aw, man. But this is definitely better than the potion thing. I'm still not the biggest fan of this whack-a-mole game. Okay. We have a lot of self-service places IRL now, too. Gotta love gamifying story beats? What does that mean? Gamifying? What does that even mean? Hey, Google. Define gamifying. Is that gamifying? Adding typical elements of game playing. Okay, fair. You mean about like this like whack-a-mole game. We've got everything we need. Let's bring them to Ravion. As long as it's not like the potion thing. I really don't want to do the potion thing today. Sometimes I like doing the potion thing, but just not today. All the ingredients are ready. Shall we have a fun wine brewing session? That actually does sound pretty fun. Like, I actually do. Oh, no! Okay. Aw, you're sweet. Teka to. Ravion's special drink, Nocturne Whisper. The purified dark spring water captures the elegance of the night, while the crystal salt not only adds a refreshing touch, but also shimmers like twinkling stars. Now, pour in the secret base brew and blend it with finesse. Oh, I already read this. No, I didn't. Voila, it's done. Go ahead and admire its mesmerizing beauty in the dark. Give the glass a gentle swirl, and the shimmer will captivate you. I did read this. Long before the first sip ever touches your lips. The mellow sweetness and refreshing touch will leave you wanting more, but don't let its pleasant flavor fool you. It will knock you out before you even realize it. I like getting perfect scores. Good job. Well, thank you, Wilden. Do you brew wine? I've tried to make wine before, but I've failed every time. But I actually recently found a recipe to make wine, and it's by a YouTuber called, is it Miss Sheep and Mr. He? I'm pretty sure, something like that. And she had a wine recipe that I wanted to try that I think will be even better than the one I tried before. Because before, when I tried it, I tried to make like really big jugs, and I bought like fermentation jars and everything, like a really, really big one, like not industrial, but I think it's like 2 steps down from industrial. It's like definitely like business. Like it was a lot of wine, and it rotted instead of making the actual wine. But I want to try again, and with a smaller quantity, because I feel like if I can make the smaller quantity properly, I can make a bigger quantity properly as well. That sounds expensive. It really wasn't. It was like a plastic bucket, but it was a huge plastic bucket, right? I mean, you don't really brew it, right? It's more of cooking maybe than fermenting. Yeah, it's like you wash the grapes or wash whatever fruit you're gonna use. So I did make wine. There's other things you can make as well. You wash the grapes, you make sure you dry them, and then you like pat them down so they're like completely dry. And then you like smash them, and then you put them in a jar or a container. Make sure there is way for air to leave or it will explode. And then basically you wait a while. You wait a really long time, and then you have to like strain it after a while. And then I think you stop the fermenting process when it goes into the refrigerator. Don't you have to step on the grapes? You could, but you would have to crush it. You have to crush it somehow. I know like you can step on it. That would also crush it, but I've never used my feet for that. You've been contemplating making a fermentation station? That sounds really cool. It sounds like something Miss Frizzle would say from the Magic School Bus. Time for the fermentation station. Okay, so I think it was... What was it? It was... I'm gonna guess. Dark Spring Water, Crystal Salt, Secret Brew. If you're making a large amount of wine, you could do the whole stomping thing. Yeah. But also, I would never use my feet for that. I don't know, I just have paranoia. Yay, it worked! I didn't have to read it twice. Are you gonna punch them then? 100%. But I would just like grab the grapes and like squish it in my hands. It doesn't need to be like completely destroyed. It just needs to be like open. And then you also put like yeast and stuff in there. So do look up a recipe. You can't have too much yeast. Make sure your air can escape. This is so good. I never disappoint myself. Can you tell us about Captain Indris now? Octavia halts abruptly when Indris appears in the distance. Ravion doesn't hesitate. He shoves the whole group into a secluded corner. That's funny. Wait for me here and don't make any noise. I'm about to show you something jaw-dropping. Wait a minute. I mean, Ravion, don't tell me you're gonna mess with Indris again. Why make me sound like a jerk? Everyone has to pay the price for their wrongs, right? I've got a bad feeling about this. What are you gonna do? Would you like some water? Thanks. There's cats! Did you see the cats? Oh. The cat! Hey, give me a hug. I would love to give him a hug. Not Indris, the cat. Oh, lovely. Don't go. Splendid, right? I bet you've never seen Indris drunk before. It's quite the sight, I must say. He can't hold his liquor. Every time he gets drunk, he clings to things and won't let go. That's kind of sweet, though. That's really sweet. The problem is, he's so strong that few can pry him off. So those poor souls just have to wait until he sobers up. Only the victims and I know about the side of him. It's definitely an exclusive scoop. So, Indris rarely drinks not because of self-discipline, but because he can't handle alcohol. As you know, he's quite a perfectionist, and never allows himself to have weakness. So when everyone found out about his poor tolerance for alcohol, they decided to work hard to improve it. That's kind of scary, though. Kind of. Yeah, I agree a little bit, because definitely, depending on their strength level and your strength level, it could be kind of, like, deadly. You know what I mean? Like, I drink, but I don't get drunk. I've never gotten drunk before in my life. I don't know what the experience is like, and I don't want to know what the experience is like. I don't know, like, losing your sense is not the best for me. I don't like that experience. You're amazing. You're amazing too. Let me Google it. What was I trying to Google? Oh, I was trying to Google if a hug can kill you. Can a hug kill you? No, a normal hug cannot kill you. I'm not asking about a normal hug. Rather, I'm asking about a really severe hug. But too much force behind a hug can compress the chest and cause a rib fracture or break. Now, if the rib cracks off and punctures an internal organ, such as your heart, you're going to die. You're going from a hug to a homicide. That's kind of funny. So yeah, it's not usually gonna kill you, but it can. It's a possibility. And frankly, if someone is hugging me so much and they're like drunk and they don't like really get it, then they could definitely exert more force. Can a hug break a rib? Let me actually look it up. How much force does it take? How much force does it take to break a rib? 742 pounds. No, a human cannot do that. A human cannot do that. I'm still looking it up out of curiosity. Like, that's a lot. That's a lot of pounds of pressure. So, actually, it's not too bad. It's not, like, too much of a problem. For if Indris did that to me, I would feel safe. Just because it's Indris. I don't like not being in control. I've been drunk once by accident, and I was drinking hard eggnog. Hard eggnog? For years. And I completely misjudged how blasted I get from one cup. That's kind of funny. I've never had hard eggnog, but I love eggnog. I like it with cinnamon on top. But you know what? I didn't know that existed because I do remember I used to work at a place that served hard eggnog. And I remember specifically having it when I was like 17 or something. Like, I was young. And not like drinking it, but like holding it. And I remember thinking, but that's a whole like different thing. I have been drinking since I was younger, but it doesn't matter. That's not the point of the story. The point of the story is I was like 17 and I'm holding this hard eggnog and I'm like, is it not against the law for me to be holding this? And then like serving it. Like, I definitely understand, like, you know, like a little like nod and, you know, like don't tell anybody, but I was out there serving it. So like that was questionable. So when everyone found out about his poor tolerance for alcohol, he decided to work hard to improve it. I had to stop him. This is what I do. Every time he drank, I pull that move on him until he couldn't take it anymore, and he would give up. Pretty amazing, isn't it? That's a low blow. Such touching friendship. Never did anything hard or fermented alcoholic. That's okay. It's not for everyone. Personally, I don't go too crazy. If you wanted to try something similar, you can get like a margarita mix or something, and then just like, if you get a margarita mix and blend it with some ice, you get the whole experience. That's like the entire experience right there. I'm gonna say such a touching friendship because I'm not trying to be on Ravion's bad side. I prefer non-alcoholic eggnog, but it was the only thing there and it didn't want it to taste bad. Fair. Didn't think it would taste bad. Hi, sadly I can't stay, but I would love to. I hope you're doing great. Again, sorry I can't stay. I just wanted to say hi really quick. And no problem, War. Thank you so much for stopping in and saying hi. I appreciate you. I'll take that as a compliment. Indris doesn't see it that way, but sometimes even retaliates with violence. That's crazy. But I'm glad you're on my side. What do you say now, Octavia? Still holding Indris up on a pedestal? Actually, I never worshipped him to begin with. He's just someone I deeply respect and look up to. You see, I've been taking notes this whole time, and there's something I'd like to ask you. Go ahead. It's about the hugging habit that he has every time he gets drunk. Since you mentioned it, it's an exclusive scoop. Can I take that to mean that you're the only one he's hugged the most? Oh, I get it now. You've been sacrificing yourself for the greater good all this time. Such a selfless spirit. I wouldn't expect anything less from the pioneer who recruited commoners into the guard. No, wait, stop. I might start believing you if you keep going, Octavia. That's kind of funny. I really mean it, Ravion. Seems like everyone in South Foreign has misunderstood you. By sacrificing yourself, you've become crucial support for Captain Indris on his journey to greatness. The friendship between Captain Indris and you is truly exemplary. That's kind of funny. Like, why is she laying it on thick? Is she trying to make him uncomfortable? That's kind of funny. she's like laying it thick, you know what I mean? Like, but at the same time, Ravion also did that to her. So she might be trying to do that, like, literally to make him uncomfortable. Oh, please stop before I throw up. Octavia, I assure you, that guy, I mean Ravion, is nothing like what you're saying. Just then, Indris, now without anything in his arms, starts shuffling over. He's setting up her fanfic, literally. And hello, Raymond! I love your little heart. Thank you so much. Just then, Indris, now without anything in his arms, starts shuffling over. Ravion immediately urges everyone to leave. This minstrel comes together again. The minstrels come together again the following day. Check on Octavia. Is everyone okay? Sorry, Octavia. I didn't expect Ravion to be so unhelpful. Actually, I know he's unreliable, but his actions yesterday were a new low. Most of the guards from Indris' batch have left service, but I can still track a few down for you. It's not necessary, Thera. I've completed the 3rd verse already. I hope it's not about Indris' wild, drunken behavior. I know you're trying to make the poem more relatable, but writing about gossip is taking it a bit too far. Please have faith in me, Thera. My poem is completely based on the facts. Also, the 3rd verse really ties everything together when it comes to the emotional flow. I used a slightly different narrative, perspective, and style, making the lines feel more dynamic. My head hurts with all the jargon, so why did you gather us here? I'm going to work on the final verse. Another verse? You're saying 4 verses in a song? So she's literally thinking like verse, chorus, bridge, verse. That's how I think the song is gonna be. But like, that's crazy. A hero is born. She's thinking at least a 5-minute song right here. But maybe even like a 6-minute song, to be honest. It's about the dragon, the queen, Falforan, and Sunlight. I don't think we should mention the queen, to be honest. Like, that's kind of, I don't know. It's like writing a song right after your ruler dies about how it's so great that she died. You know what I mean? Like, and not everyone dislikes her. She's gonna write a very polarizing song here. And like a political song. Like, is that how she really wants to start her career? Definitely if you want to go into that, but I think it's a little bit dangerous. I thought this was about Indris, not the queen. It sounds grand. The musical. Imagine Dime? That would be crazy. Imagine if she literally just sings about, like, I don't know, like, kids fall in love, da-na-na-na, Indris and Ravion. It'd be helpful if I could check out Hellforest Temple and the place where the dragon once lived. Could you take me there? The temple is now closed to the public, and there's nothing I can do to get around that. As for the dragon, I have no clue about it. There's nothing left to see. On the contrary, I think if Octavia did write that kind of song, I think it might pop off a little bit. It would at least pop off in the real world. Not sure about South Foreign, though. In that case, I can only write about what everyone already knows. Could you share a bit more about your adventures with Indris, Magister? I can't say no to you. Say no to this. No! You can ask Fanny. I'm gonna say you can ask Fanny. Right, I'll be on my way. Dani has been tied up with some matters at that camp lately. Let's visit her there. I'm dying, you're like, no! Say no to this. No! And I know that pairing is very popular online. Like, recently, AFK Journey released a code that's like, it's Ravion Indris. And then somebody reposted that and was like, alright, bro. And then AFK Journey sent a winky face in response. And there was also like a meme that I saw somebody do that was like, Magister, Ravion Indris. And then Ravion's like, they ship us. And then Indris is like, shipping us? Where? So funny. So I do know that that pairing is very popular online. Personally, I don't really see any major ship anywhere. Like, I can't think of one character. Except for the ones that they obviously put together. Like Bethwyn and whoever that guy was. I forgot his name. Was it Caden? Bethwyn and Caden? You know, like the obvious people. Also, I think it was Victor and that one ghost girl. But for me, everyone is kind of like their own like special... I feel like every hero is kind of in their own little bubble. Are you here to see me? Nice to meet you, Zany. We're here to gather some inspiration for a poem. Inspiration? I'm afraid all you'll end up with is volcanic ash. So Zany, this is what happened. You're writing a poem for Indris? I'm all for it. What can I do to help? We've collected different views on Captain Indris at various stages of his life. Now I'm working on an adventure that made him a legend. Magister thought it would be best to hear it from you. You're making me sound too important. In fact, she was there with Indris every step of the way. Still, I'm more than happy to share my experience. Then he gives Octavia a detailed account on how she met Indris, their friendship with Feli, the grief of losing a friend, and the difficulty of facing harsh reality. And welcome in, Joel. Step by step, Indris unraveled the truth and rediscovered himself amidst the painful and grim realities. He drew Helfor's bow, unleashed the dragon, and defeated the queen. Such an awe-inspiring story. It's like something straight out of a legendary tale. Indris pushed through the pain to uncover the truth. Without losing himself, he brought light to South Horan. Thanks, Indris. Thanks, Zany. You made me feel like I was part of this adventure, too. Indris totally deserves the glory for his hard work. He accomplished something that dwarves had struggled for years to achieve. Though her guidance played a role, he couldn't have done it without his own effort. Zany, I've jotted down everything you shared. There's one more favor I'd like to ask you. Can I wander around here a bit and check out the remnant of the dragon? Certainly, there's a boat you can use here. The dragon's no longer here, so I'm afraid there's not much to see. That's not an issue. I just want to get a taste of the adventure you all had back then. Let's check out the place where the dragon once lived. Nope. I was actually gonna walk there, but then I realized that there's a teleport. Teleport, 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 teleport. I still think it's crazy that we could... It's sweltering here! Is this where you all rode the boat last time? You all are amazing! This is nothing compared to knowing the dragon was asleep in the lava. Rowing a boat through the lava. What an incredible experience. Ah, I really enjoyed the ride. Hey Google. How hot is lava if it's directly underneath your feet? Why did I say it like that? I didn't need to say it like that. Hey Google. Hey Google. What's up? Hey Google. How hot is lava? What happens if I touch it? Oh my gosh. 1,112 degrees. Well, in between that and 1,475. Slightly hotter is the orange between 1,000. So this is like orange and yellow. Red lava is the coolest. It's orange and yellow. So, and there's yellow, which clocks in somewhere between 1,832 and 2,192 Fahrenheit. Oh, this is Fahrenheit. Hold on. Hey Google. What is 1,832 in degrees in Celsius? Shoot. Did I ask that right? I'm just gonna say 2,000 degrees. Okay. That's still incredibly hot. Like, that's very hot. So 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit is about 1,100 in Celsius. Yeah, like, that's crazy. And this is even the hottest form of lava. So yellow is the hottest, and this is like a mixture of yellow-orange, which is the hottest forms of lava. Let's head ashore. You'll find some dragon eggs there, and he's just walking on it. And there's a treasure chest on there. Hang on a sec, I need that. I'll destroy you, sir. Molten beasts. While the molten beasts are active, all units healing received is reduced. This effect is stackable. Use hero with shields or focus on defeating the molten beast quickly. If the heat doesn't kill you, the fumes will. That's true. I forgot about it. Now that I'm thinking about it, I was wondering this at work. If you... What was the question though? If you drown, is it asphyxiation? Hey Google. If you drown, is it considered asphyxiation? No, what? No, that's not what I said. If you drown, is it considered asphyxiation? When you don't get enough oxygen, includes drowning, airway blockages, and allergic reaction. Okay, so I was right. Because we kind of got into fights between while I was at work, because I was asking people, like, does it count as asphyxiation, and will you know, like, how will it be, like, what different things count as asphyxiations? And it's just the lack of oxygen. So yeah, drowning counts. Strange mech. Okay, let's blow it up. And hello, Alex. I was also Googling how much spider lily will it take to kill you? Because it is toxic to humans. So how much would you need? Like, how much can you successfully eat without being, like, sick? And I'm doing amazing, Alex. How are you? I'm still pretty solid. Hey Google. No, let me ask this off stream. Because I just thought another question, but then I was like, but that would be kind of weird if I Googled that out loud. I'm doing good. I just woke up 15 minutes ago. Oh, nice. Did you sleep well? Was it a nice nap? Is this a dragon egg? This is what lays at the foundation of the lies surrounding the Echo Rite and the Divine Dew, and the source of the sins committed by the dwarves and the ethereal. It's good to see you care more about the eggs than the dragon. When Indris was here last time, the fact that the eggs couldn't hatch saddened him too. I suppose compassion is what makes Indris a true hero. Pickaxe Beast. Someone's been looking for that item. Gives a title a reward. Nice! From a talented young leader to an unstoppable, fearless warrior, his unwavering benevolence has fueled his journey to greatness. That said, I'm curious about what his legendary bow looks like. I bet no one knows more about the Eclipsion than me. You see, this is what happened at that time. Excitedly, Zany shares the story behind the Eclipsion with Octavia. It's crazy that she's writing 4 verses. After this, she's gonna be like, and I had the idea for the 5th verse! Great, now I need to write... Now I know what to write for the final verse. This next step is to write everything down, revise it, and make a fair copy and compose the music. It's going to be an amazing poem. The instrument should be something light and portable, and the tune should be simple and catchy. Using a repetitive melody can highlight the theme and leave a stronger impression. I'll give it a try. She's talking about the chorus. Take it back to the chorus. Ooh, wanna rock with Ginny. Nails done, hair's done, like Ginny. Like Ginny. But everyone, there's one more thing. What now? Drop the act and just say it already. Here's the thing. I'm not sure if I've used the right words or music for the poem. So I was thinking of doing a smaller performance before the official debut. Zany? Thanks for inviting me, but I don't think I can make it in my hectic schedule these days. Please send my regards to Indris and Ravion when you see them. No problem. Keep doing your thing. I've got to get back to work at the camp. What a shame. If the trial runs well, I'll invite you to the official performance. You've got to be there. Sure thing. You two are definitely coming, right? I've already listed you two as the co-authors. I'll be there on time. That's very generous of her, because I didn't write anything. I don't really deserve the title of co-author here. Vera? Alright, I'll come. And I'll even help set up the venue for you. How about that? You're the best. Besides Captain Indris and Emperor Ravion, we should probably invite those who've given us ideas for the poem. What is this game called? It's called AFK Journey. It's made by FARLIGHT Games. I'll get the invitation letters ready right away. See you then. Nearly missed the chat bubbles. Thanks for recording this. Oh, no problem. I have fun doing it. Soon, the day of Octavia's performance arrives, and just before it begins, Vera shows up unexpectedly. Vera shows up unexpectedly? What do you mean? She was invited. You've done a lot for Octavia. I had no idea Octavia's thing would keep you tied up for this long, involving so many people. I've had a good time so far. I'm happy to help her out. I'm gonna say I'm happy to help her out. That's very nice of you. It's only right that I thank you on her behalf. I wouldn't say Octavia is a bad person, but she's a little naive, largely because of her upbringing. Honestly, I'm surprised she's been able to handle the harsh realities of this world with your guidance. Her empathy might seem meaningless to those who are going through the ordeal. That might be true. At least she has feelings. I'm gonna say that might be true, because obviously she has feelings. You finished it! Hey! How you doing? But welcome in. However, at least it shows Octavia has moved on, unlike those who are still stuck in the past. Actually, I thought her plan was rather childish at first. I just went along with it, so that she wouldn't get hurt. Where's my mouse? Where's the cursor? The lemon pie, I finished it! Yay! Give me a slice! I'm hungry. But you're different. You listened to her wish and helped her along the way. Now, thanks to your guidance, her plan is about to bear fruit. It reminds me, you're truly a miracle maker. It reminds me of, though my endless days of study and toil have finally reached fruition, the world will be forever changed by history's position. Here comes the airplane. Wow! I remember seeing that, like, there was a wedding video I saw where, instead of smashing her head in the cake, thank goodness, he did, like, the airplane. Because, like, his family was saying to, like, smash her face. And then she was like, don't. And then he was like, he didn't really know what to do or how to react. So he just did, like, here's the airplane. You make miracles, transform the water into wine. 100% will do. As soon as I learn how to do that, I'll do it. And thank you so much for the... Wait, is this a cookie? Yeah, it is a cookie. Wait, is that a pie? That's a pie, right? I can't really tell. It's kind of hard to see. And thank you so much for the cake. I appreciate it. You're too kind. Octavia hasn't performed yet. I'm gonna say, I kind of want to shift it a little bit more on her. Successful or not, she's taken the first steps down the path she chose. All thanks to your help. But I do agree, it might be too soon to celebrate. After all, she often comes up with wild ideas. With her in charge, we never know what to expect until the very last minute. Just to be safe, I'll get the venue for her ready first, making sure her performance isn't too shabby. I'll come along. I could really use a hand. Let's hurry up and get some fluorescent spores. That's crazy. I know where we can find them. Let's move. Pie and cake. Yay! Honestly, this quest is a lot longer than I thought it would be. We've taken up too much of your time for something so trivial. I don't know what to say. It's not every day I get to witness the debut of a new minstrel. There should be enough. Let's head back. Decorate. That's very pretty. Oh, Idris is here. Oh, in fact, everybody we asked is here. Like, with the guests all in place, Octavia's debut performance is about to begin. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Octavia, the organizer and the sole performer of the show today. Before we begin, please allow me to say a few words. Not long ago, I felt lost and hopeless over how little I had achieved. It was my friend Zara who pulled me out of my mansion and opened my eyes to the real world. She even introduced me to the great Magister. Thanks to her advice, I found a new path forward, becoming a minstrel. I aspire to capture and share the stories of Salforan through my songs and poetry, creating work that resonates with people. All of you have given me tremendous support during the creation of my first work. I really appreciate it. I would love to hear an actual song. I do not believe there's gonna be an actual song here, or I would have already seen it on the Twitter and on the YouTube of AFK Journey. So I don't think there is gonna be one, but it would be amazing if there was. Magister, would you play the music for me just this once? It'd be my pleasure. How do I know what to play? You didn't brief me on this. Everyone, please enjoy the heroic epic by the three of us. And I thought you said you were the sole performer. I'm playing the music? Oh boy, I hope it doesn't actually end up being her fanfic. Imagine if it was some, like, X-rated. That'd be crazy. This poem depicts the hero. He's like, what? Oh shoot. I accidentally clicked out of it. I didn't even get to read what she said. I was trying to click the replay. I thought she was the sole performer. What am I performing for? The first verse highlights Indris's youth. She's just gonna tell me? I thought it would be like, you know how like when Lorson, he sings, there's like squiggly lines. I thought it was gonna do that. The first verse highlights Indris's youth. Even from the depths of the abyss, he soared like an arrow that never wavered. Play a light yet upbeat tune. That's the story I shared about how young Indris defeated a beast while picking mushrooms. He's like, that's not what happened. I ran away first and then circled back. Forget it. With his companion's hopes upon his shoulders, a young man picked up his bow and ventured beyond Falforan. The second verse tells of Indris' remarkable achievement as a commoner. Is this the poem? Because I'm playing music as she's speaking. She's speaking about her song, but not actually playing it. You know, she's not actually singing it. She's not even speaking, like giving spoken word. It's just like the second verse. He became an unquenchable flame that burned beyond the abyss. Play an uplifting melody. Like, why am I playing? She's just speaking about it. Have you come of age then? You were lying about... You were about the same age as Zara, weren't you? Yes, I'm sure you were. I wouldn't go around chatting up like... At least there's that, Ravion. This part about me... I have to read this again, sorry, I wasn't focusing. The second verse tells about Indris' remarkable achievement as a commoner. He became an unquenchable flame that burned beyond the abyss. Had you come of age then? You were about the same age as Zara, weren't you? Yes, I'm sure you were. I wouldn't go around chatting up minors. That's crazy. This part about me beating you up, Octavio should have cranked up the intensity. That's crazy. And he says that again. Not only did he get lost in the moment, but he did it again. It's rhyming somewhat. They do stuff like that during poetry jams. Okay. Let me actually look back at it and then see if it actually is rhyming and stuff. Next comes Captain Indris' ultimate rise to the summit, forged through hard work. Wow, Indris. Wait, what did that rhyme? Work. Abyss. Commoner. Abyss. Flame. This is not rhyming. Ultimate rise to the summit, forged through work. Okay. Wow, Indris, you just keep getting better, huh? Knock it off! Indris met someone who discovered his potential. His warm gaze, outstretched hands, and inviting figure led Indris onto the right path. He embraced Indris like a chief cradling a sword and supported him like steps leading to the stage. Because of him, Indris' dream became possible. She better not be talking about Ravion. Like, day after day, night after night, their shadows intertwined on the training ground. Like, okay. Guess who this person is? It better not be Ravion. Play an electrifying lute solo. Yo. Octavia draws a deep breath, ready to hit the high note. All of a sudden, Ravion starts clearing his throat loudly. Before Indris can react, Zara dashes onto the stage and covers Octavia's mouth with one hand before dragging her down. Should I continue? Your performance is mesmerizing, but it'd be better if you didn't have the gloating expression on your face. Thanks, Mr. Sheaf. Alright, Mr. Steps. What? What is happening here? What is happening? Basically, she was about to be like, Ravion saved the day for Indris and changed his life. And then Zara was like, nah, we're not saying that. And then dragged her away. And then now we're calling him Mr. Sheaf or Mr. Steps. I don't get it. But he is kind of low-key insulting me, so I'm not going to say thanks. I'm going to say alright. I'd rather take another punch from Indris than hear that again. Looks like this young lady has completely stolen Indris' thunder today. Truth be told, this is the first time I've ever felt embarrassed in my life. Do you get it? I don't get what Mr. Steps is. What does that mean? Like, is that referring to something? Can you even hear yourself? That remark is embarrassing enough. Do you get it? Do you guys get it? What's Mr. Steps and Mr. Sheaf about? Like, I don't get it. Is it like something... Let me Google it. I'm gonna Google it. Is it like some urban dictionary type stuff? Mr. Steps? Mm. What? This is not it, but that's kind of funny. The term Mr. Steps likely refers to the Mr. Memory from Alfred Hitchcock's film The 39 Steps. In the film, Mr. Memory is a character who knows the secret of the 39 Steps, which is an organization of foreign spies gathering information on Britain's air defenses. Stepping stool, ladder. Mr. Stepping Stool? Like, I don't get how this is... One gaze out invited to on her right path. Oh, he embraced Indris like a sheaf, cradling a sword. Okay, so sheaf is referring to this part, cradling him like a sword. Oh, okay, so it's okay. No. No. But yeah, I agree. We should cancel this show. That's crazy. Octavia is crazy here. Several days after the failed performance, Zara reaches out again. It's all done and dusted now. Indeed, though the performance wasn't exactly a success. That's an understatement. Is everything over now? I'm gonna say that's an understatement. I wouldn't call it a complete failure, even though the main character rejected the poem. It still isn't that bad, right? I've never seen Ravion and Indris agree so strongly on anything before. They're willing to pay any price to make sure the poem never sees the light of day again. Pay any price? Okay, she made big bank. Baby steps, get it? Oh! Yeah, I get it. I get it now. Octavia's crazy for that, like, yo. Ravion even offered to throw in some of Her Majesty's, Theralith's past secrets in exchange. Octavia had no choice but to give in. Too bad, she'll succeed eventually. The funny part is, I think it was made in innocence. That's kind of funny. Like, I can definitely see that. Like, I can definitely understand that. But, like, that's crazy. Like, I don't know. And it's crazy that we didn't, like, look at the poem before. You know, like, we didn't even offer our feedback. Especially if our names are going to be on it, too. Because now it looks like Zara and I are crazy in addition to Octavia. We're co-authors. I've got a feeling that she's up to no good, lol, but still, with her wild imagination, I wouldn't be surprised if she made it big somewhere else someday. I definitely do believe she will. I hope she takes this setback in stride and keeps pursuing her dream. I believe she will. Just like that, Octavia, who dubs herself the Dark Nightingale, makes her debut. Even though her first work is outright banned. That's crazy! Will her songs one day echo through the streets of South Lauren? Well, only time will tell. That was a wild story. That's crazy. As you supported Octavia in her dream of becoming a minstrel, you found yourself uncovering more about Indris's past. No, I know they do, Dime. I know they do. Astrodon. Okay, so that's the next story. And the last side quest, other than the clan reputation quest. Find Ravion. You made it. My light in the dark. The only hope left for South Lauren. Is it too late to turn back now? Always something that needs fixing. Wait, what was was it let's talk about fashion? The other message? I've been counting the minutes, Magister. Without you, every day dragged like a lifetime. You've helped lift the curse on the assail. So why does Ravion look so troubled? That look on his face screams, drowning in work to me. I figured you'd take a vacation. A vacation sounds lovely. If only I weren't knee-deep in headaches. I'd love to stroll the surface like certain carefree folks I know. Visit places like Brimstone Village or the Dark Forest. Maybe meet a few charming souls and waste an afternoon in good company. But sadly, I'm bogged down in all these tedious affairs. So once again, I have to turn to the one and only all-powerful Magister for help. You're reading it like Chippy is Ravion. Oh, yeah. I just realized that. Yeah, I switched it up after I realized. So why does Ravion need... Oh, so what does Ravion need from Magister this time? Something to do with the commoners? Something to do with the nobles? Something to do with the priestesses? They were the most devout followers of the Queen and Valera. What you exposed shattered everything they believed in. Not everything that grows from ruin is a flower. It might just be poison. Or it could be a poisonous flower, like the spider lily! If someone could keep tabs on the priestesses and sniff out any of the signs of rebellion, I'd be more than grateful. Salforan may have done away with the noble titles, but I doubt those long-used privileges will surrender it without resistance. If someone could keep an eye out on them and stop any signs of a comeback, that would help a lot. Something to do with commoners? Now that the commoners are freed, most of them feel lost and unsure of what to do next. Helping them build stable lives takes more hands than we have. So you want me to do everything? I wasn't gonna say anything, but I did think that. Because, like, everything, the priests, the nobles, and the commoners, like, that's a lot. It reminds me of Twisted Wonderland, how the principal of the school, Night Raven College, he has the main character, who's not even a student at Night Raven College, not really, do everything. Like, literally everything. And hello, Adu! Welcome in. Oh, wow. Oh, shoot. I was trying to grab this foam panel on the floor with my foot, and then my foot kind of, like, cramped. It's just bothering me to put this foam panel on the floor. It's fine, I'll have to leave it. So you want me to do everything? The royal city is a mess, and with Indris tied up with the guard, all the dirty work landed on me, so I'm really hoping you'll pitch in. One thing in particular worries me. I've heard priestesses have been gathering near the Lunaris altar. I thought we already kind of covered this. I can't go check myself. Someone like me showing up among innocent priestesses would only invite unnecessary trouble. Didn't know there were streamers for Journey. Of course, 100%. I stream AFK Journey every Monday. And I'm sure there's more. Now that I'm thinking about it, I feel like I've seen some Danger Gray. I think is also another streamer. So I'm hoping you could check back what they're up to. Just make sure it's a harmless chit-chat and not the start of a rebellion. Hey, we haven't even said yes yet. I feel like it's been a while since Hammy and Chippy have been on the screen, so I forgot how I did their voices before. What do I get in return? Might as well see it through. On behalf of Salforan, thank you for everything you've done. Though the Assail curse has been lifted, the power struggles among the factions. I was about to read that as fan fictions. Struggles among the factions have gotten worse. Ravion is still married? Married? Oh, okay. In the endless affairs of the royal city. I finally gotten all the units I wanted in their peak potential, so I just AFK it these days. Yeah, I kind of AFK it too. I mainly just do the story, and then my team is, like, forever my team. Like, I'm okay. So, currently, I have my same Wilder team that I've had for a minute now. So, Florabelle, Hwyn, Granny Dani, Master Arden, and Olmas. I like Tassi too, but I can only have 5 on my team. Okay, you'll be here on Mondays. Happy to see it. Happy to hear it. And if there's ever a cutscene or something you want to see, I've probably, like, filmed it before. Alright, so I believe that's all the side quests? Yeah, now it's back to the main story. And then, like, these clan reputation quests. I see! Wow, we already made it so far! So now we can go to the Lunaris altar and when darkness lifts. Okay, okay, let's see what we got here. Let's actually see what the rewards are. So I get, like, fancy... Let's see the attire. This is one thing I really wish that AFK Journey would do a little bit better. Like, I need more fashion. Like, I really need more fashion. I just really need more fashion. Like, what is this? The checker on the skirt, it's not for me. It's not for me. Although I do kind of like some aspects of this. Like, I do like this, like, chainish thing. I think that's kind of cool. I do like the general shape on the waist. I think that's cool, too. But I don't like, overall, like, this sweep. It's kind of giving... What is that? Like, tavern girl? That kind of vibe? She's cool. You expect too much of a gacha game. Hey, no, I still think we have potential because we have a lot of close to my style fashions. Like, Tassie, her skin is crazy. Like, I need it. Of course I don't need it because I still don't have it. But, like, let's look at it. The Tassie skin. This one, beautiful. Beautiful. Literally no notes. Not a single note. It's still recognizably Tassie, but so many different aspects. Like, her hair is different. It's normally like a different shape. I love the little flower accessories. Like, can we not do this more often? But, like, compare that to the fashions we get. Like, what is this? I mean, this is kind of cute. It's not the best, though. Like, I don't really like these thigh splits. Remember how I was saying this the other day on, I think it was either Wednesday or Thursday? I was talking about how there's a good way and bad way to do everything. And I feel like this is the bad way to do a thigh split. You know, like, this is not giving. But a good example of a thigh split is Elemental Harmony in Maddie. Like, I feel like Elemental Harmony is so cute. You run Chimera because she's Mommy, Damien, Ludo, and Aaron, and Olmus. That's a good team. I like that team. Chimera is pretty fire, and I think Damien is cute. Or, is it Damon? Damien is the sheep guy, right? I don't even know. And Ludovic is... I love Ludovic. He's one of my favorite heroes. Like, my little card... My little, like, profile is Ludovic. And look, look, look. He's about to give me his flower. See? Wow, it's in my hand. Yeah. But I do think we can get... And I just need some better fashion. Like, I'm just waiting for, like, a battle pass that looks cute. Like, there's several that I feel like are very close. But I feel like... A lot of it is, like, Lightbearer style, if that makes sense. Like, I need to see more styles here. Let me show what I mean. Nothing annoys me than dressing up a character I can't be in control of. True. True, I kind of understand that. Let me actually try with this. Like, this is fine, this is fine. I don't necessarily like that I can see the hairline here. I think that's kind of strange. Personally, I can see some people liking this. It's just not for me, you know? Oh, like this. Like, this is fine. You know what I mean? Like, I'll show you. Like, you see, this is fine, but I can't really imagine myself paying money for this. And I want more hairstyles. And even the hairstyles that we have, I need them in more colors. I feel like that would make a huge difference for me. Because I think several hairs are really cute. But I want to be able to have every hair in brown, basically. Like, this is cute-ish, but I couldn't spend money on that. Like, I'm sorry, I can't. So I just hold on to my tickets. This is kind of cute. Wait, let's do this. Let's do this. Carmine pin. That's kind of cute. Kind of. It's not 100% giving. I kind of want to buy it, though, just because. Yeah, let's just buy it, because I feel like I kind of like it. Like, I like it enough. Actually, exit out of here. Fractured cycle? Can I zoom in? I kind of like this. Why is it giving Michi? If she played AFK Journey, she should get these eyes, 100%. I was OP interesting, the lit hypo, so I can spend my stargazers. That's a good point. Lit frenzied hound. I live as a weapon which is powerful. I lost something. Yeah, like, a lot of these outfits and stuff are okay. You know what I mean? Like, this is fine. I live as a weapon which is powerful. I lost something precious that was in my mind. Who am I? What's my being? I should kind of buy this. I kind of like this. I kind of like how it has a point. No one answered. Blood on my blade. Have you ever questioned your home belief? Are they really shaped for the celestial? Do not care for insignificant life. I'm gonna buy this just because I like it. I feel like it's kind of intriguing. The Hypogean only focus on this endless greed, ridiculous loyalty and faith. But overall, the fashion could just use an overhaul. Like, I need more fashion, please. Give me something to pay for. Because so far, I'm not really seeing it. Give me something. Give me a man after midnight. Won't somebody help me chase the shadows away? Give me a man after midnight. Take me through the darkness, through the break of the day. Alright. But it is actually time to head out now. Thank you so much for doing these quests with me. Next week, we'll definitely be doing the reputation quests. Eventually, someone will make a more modern version of Gaia Online. Please! I am waiting for it. Sometimes I still do occasionally log into Gaia because I still have access to my account. And I still play occasionally. If I had access to my Neopet account, I would play that too. But I don't. And I'm not going to start over. But if I had... so I still have access to my Gaia and I still like occasionally pop in. And I do like to change my outfits on there every now and then. Some of them are really cute. And thank you so much for coming, everyone. You got the Frostheart Grace from a high ranking in the... Oh, yeah! Wow! Wilden, that actually is pretty cool. And Gaia ZOMG. I actually have never played ZOMG. I think I've played it like once or twice. But I was definitely there in Gaia before ZOMG. I used to play that as a kid. We used to play Towns, remember? Before Flash was discontinued. But yes, thank you so much for coming, everyone. Have a good night or morning. See you guys next time. Love you guys and stay sweet. Bye. Bye, bye, bye. Bye, bye. Hello.